Hello guys, what's up? I hope you are doing well. Well, I'm Thales. I am the owner of this channel, right? This is a channel focused on English. We have basic, intermediate, and advanced videos as well. So I advise that you check on my videos. I have recorded more than 180 videos, I suppose, and I have more than 100 intermediate advanced videos, right? So they are organized by theme, so you check the content of the video. At the highlight of the video, you will know what the video is about, okay? If you have any doubts, just contact me, right? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let's start studying. What will we study today? We will study verbs and what follows the verb. If it's a preposition, if we have to put ing in the verb. So let's check some of these examples, okay? Shall we? Let's go. I was recording a basic video before, so don't consider the information that is above here, right up here. Well, you know that when we use verbs, certain verbs, they are followed by ing, right? There are many verbs that when you have another verb just after, it has to be followed by ing. For example, he suggested going to the library. Okay, I wanted to do some research on a topic, and I didn't know where to check the content. Yes, of course, you can say, nowadays you can check everything on Google, on the internet, yes. But when I was a child, for example, if I had a paper to do, or the teacher gave us a task, a certain task to research on this, on the history of the city, we had to go to the library to check on encyclopedias, many books, and so forth. So he suggested going to the library. Yes, nowadays everything is easier. You don't have to go to the library unless you like to feel the book, right? The scent of the book, smell a book. I like books. In some cases, they are better. So, suggested, going. After the verb suggest, you have to write the next one with ing, okay? So, suggest plus verb with ing. So if you have another verb, it has to be followed by ing. Then I ask you, is it possible to use the negative like this? For example, last lesson we studied that some verbs, we can make negatives like this. For example, he promised to arrive early. He promised to arrive early. After the verb promise, you use the preposition to, okay? So we have two verbs, but it's not required to put ing in the verb like this, okay? There are a list of verbs which you have to memorize. Yes, you have to memorize, that are followed by ing. Check my previous videos. We have talked about it. Verbs followed by ing. Oh, sorry. I have talked I have talked extensively about it in my previous videos, so check them. Of course, it's not necessarily has all of them, but the most used ones, right, which you can find in grammar books and vocabulary ones. So they are, as they are very used, you can use them in communication, you can use them in writing, right? That's all English is about. You don't have to know everything, but you must know what is mostly used, right? That's the thing. So he promised to arrive early. So what's the negative? He promised, for example, not to arrive late. So it's possible to make the negative this way, in this example. But when you have a verb followed by ing, it's not possible to use this possibility here. He suggested not going. No, it's not possible to write this way. You would say, he didn't suggest going to the library. Okay? That would be the right way to do. Are you thinking of traveling abroad? It's another verb. The verb to think of, is followed by ing. Why do I say think of? Because we have think about, think of. There are many possibilities. Think of something. I'm thinking of doing something. So you use the preposition of. And after the verb think of, the next one has to be followed by ing. And as I said earlier, the verbs followed by ing doesn't have, the verbs followed by ing don't have the option to make negatives this way. Okay? So you, I'm not thinking, if you make the negative, you say, I'm not thinking of it. That's how you make the negative, okay? Just after the verb to be, for example, because this is a continuous tense, right? It's a continuous tense, but it refers to an idea in the future, right? The verb to think is not usually used in continuous tenses, but when it's used with ing, it means that you are planning to do something. It refers to a future idea, right? Well, let's see other verbs which are followed by the preposition to, okay? He pretended to be a doctor. Okay, he's not a doctor, and he pretended to be a doctor. So after the verb pretend, you have to use preposition to. She pretended not to know me. Is it possible to write this way? Yes. It's possible. She pretended not to know me, not to see me. I was crossing the street and she pretended that I didn't exist. She ghosted me, okay? So it's possible to use not this way, but pay attention. It's necessary to write the preposition to here. Another example. I tend to be alone when I go to parties. Yes, I don't like to talk to many people. I'm not a very outgoing person, right? So I prefer to be alone. I tend to be alone. I tend to be alone. After the verb tend, you have to use the preposition to as well. Okay? Let's see another example. You seem to be enjoying the party. Or it seems you're enjoying the party. I prefer this sentence. It's better. But it's right, okay? Both of them are right. I prefer to use this one. It seems something, right? You seem to be enjoying the party. After the verb seem, check that you use the preposition to. But then you see that it's when you use it seems, why didn't I use the preposition to? Because after the verb it seems, what follows is not a verb. It's an entirely new sentence, right? We have two sentences here, joined by that. It seems that you're enjoying the party, but I'm omitting that. It's not necessary to write that. It seems this. What does it seem? It seems this. But in the first example, just after the verb seem, you have to use a preposition because next to the verb seem, we have another verb. So, you see, it's different, okay? Don't you dare tell him the truth. Don't you dare tell him the truth. Or don't you dare to tell him the truth. In this verb, the verb to dare, it's possible to use both forms. You can use the preposition to, or you can omit the preposition to. But on the other hand, when you use the negative of the verb dare, the negative is dare not or daren't. Yes, it's terrible. I don't like the spelling of this. It's not very common. Back then, when I was a child and as a teenager, in my studying of English, I have never seen the verb daren't, but it exists. She daren't go there. She daren't go there. So when you use daren't in the negative form, it's not possible to use the preposition to. Okay? So you have to use it without to. So this you have to know, because if you take a test, if you read a book, anyway, if you speak using this verb, the correct way is daren't plus another verb, no, not with the preposition to, okay? Well, we will see many examples. Don't worry. We have many more verbs to check, many more examples. And after these examples, maybe I will record 2 more videos about it. This is the first video about, and the examples will help you memorize or at least understand the context. Because you don't memorize the things as they are. You learn by examples. At least that's how I learn. You have to learn by examples. Check the examples, see how they apply, right? How they are used, and then you try to reply. You try to make your own sentences, okay? So, see you next video. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel, okay? Bye bye.